Hey guys, welcome back to AJ Travels. My name is AJ and today we are doing another tier list video for you guys. You might remember the other day we did a music tier list video. So we took all of the Christmas songs. I've actually got it here. We took all of the Christmas songs that I could remember, all the kind of popular ones, and put them into a tier list. And today we are going to be doing the same but with Christmas movies. So yesterday we had a look at some bad Christmas movies, so they're all going to be going towards the bottom of the list. But today we're going to be looking at all the popular Christmas movies and ranking them on our tier list. So let's get started. Working the camera today is my cat Bubbles. Hello Bubbles. Do you want to say hello? No, I'm just kidding. She's not working the camera. She's just here for moral support. Right, so for those of you that didn't watch my music tier list video, first off, why not? Second off, this is my tier list. Now I decided I could have done this on the computer, but I decided Christmas is about homemade, that lovely, you know, personal touch. So I've gone for the lovely in-person tier list, and as always we have our lovely Santa hat here, which we will be pulling the films out of, if I can speak. So, first film here up on the ranking list is, the first one we've pulled out is actually the most recent. It is the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Now this is one that only came out this year, but I did put it on the list because I think that it is actually quite good. The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, if you haven't seen it, it's on Disney Plus, you should go and watch it. Now I'd say, it's good, but I don't think it's an A or an S. I'd put it in B. I'd say it belongs about there, B, good, but not the best. Moving on, next here we have, what shall we pull out? We've got all the classics in here, going back as far as It's a Wonderful Life. Now, It's a Wonderful Life came out in the 40s. If you've not watched it, it is actually a brilliant film. But is it as good as the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special? That is the big questions that we need answering in life. And I think personally it's not. It is in black and white, it is an older film. I'd put it in a C. I'd put it in C tier there, because I think it is good, but it's not as good as some of the others that I have in my bag here. Films. Home Alone 4. Now, if you watched my video that I put out yesterday, you'll know that I watched Home Alone 4 yesterday as part of my bad movies ranking video. So, because it was in a video entitled The Worst Christmas Movies, Home Alone 4 is a nailed on F tier. It's got to be. Home Alone 4 is just, it's one of the worst, honestly. Avoid like the plague. The first two were good, then it all just went downhill from there, really. Now, this is another one, Santa Claus the Movie. Now this is another one that I watched in my video yesterday, which you can check in the corner of this video. It will either be this corner or this corner, I'm not sure. Now this, I know I said it was a bad movie yesterday, and it is a bad movie, I'm not going to dispute that, but I don't think that it is as bad as Home Alone 4, and because it's not quite as bad as Home Alone 4, we're putting it in E tier, because I would say it is a bad movie, but it's not as bad of a movie as Home Alone 4. Really didn't enjoy Home Alone 4. Let's see what we've got next. A classic. A nice little classic. The Muppets Christmas Carol. Now I believe that The Muppets Christmas Carol has got to be an A tier for me. There was no hesitation in that. It is just a nailed on A tier. It's got to be. Muppets Christmas Carol is one of the best Muppets films, and it's one of the best Christmas films, in my opinion. I just want to reiterate, this is my opinion and my opinion only. If you think that Home Alone 4 is the best Christmas movie, then please let me know in the comment section down below, and then go and check yourself into your nearest mental hospital. Elf! Now, speaking of checking into mental hospitals, if you don't think that Elf is an S tier movie, then please send yourself to the nearest psych ward available, because Elf, in my mind, is one of, if not the best, Christmas movie ever made. I just think it's got to be up there. It's got to be up there. S tier, Elf. Watch it every year. It's one of the best, if not the best. That might be the only one that's in S tier. We'll have to have a look what else comes out of here. Next up, The Christmas Chronicles. Now this is quite recent. You might not have seen this. The Christmas Chronicles came out on Netflix. It's a Netflix original film, and it came out a few years ago. I think it was 2018. Now for me, this has to be A tier. Like, I absolutely love this film. I think this film is absolutely brilliant, The Christmas Chronicles. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it, and you'll know what I mean. Christmas Chronicles is a brilliant film, and I think it is definitely a nailed-on A tier. Continuing on then, next one we have here is Jack Frost. Now, we watched this yesterday. I think this is the last one that we watched yesterday. Is it? Might be. But anyway, we watched this film yesterday, Jack Frost. Now, I said, I don't know why we watched it in the Bad Christmas Movies video, because I thought it wasn't the best film I've ever watched by a long stretch, but it is a decent Christmas movie. That's why we're putting it in D tier. So Home Alone 4 is down there, Santa Claus the movie, that's just above it, and then Jack Frost, I think that deserves a D tier. Those three bottom ones are the ones that we watched in yesterday's video. Let's see what else is here. We're going back to The Grinch Stole Christmas. Back to another classic. Now, The Grinch, this is the one with Jim Carrey, not the recent one with Illumination. The recent animated one that was made by Illumination would be off the bottom of there. But we don't have that here. We've got Jim Carrey's Grinch. Now, I know that people are going to hate me for this, but I don't care, because it's my tier list, so I am putting The Grinch in B tier. I do not think that it is an A or an S tier. I think it's overhyped, and yeah, bite me. I think that's where it deserves to be. Deck the Halls. Now, this is the last of the movies that we watched yesterday. So, yesterday we watched Home Alone, Santa Claus the movie, Jack Frost, and Deck the Halls. Now, I think Deck the Halls has got to be, for me, it's got to be alongside Home Alone 4 there. So, Deck the Halls is our second F tier down there with Home Alone 4. It's got to be. It's just not very good. It's just boring, realistically. I mean, you can see my full review, like, in the one that I did yesterday, like I said, but it's just a bit boring, realistically. Let's see how many we've got left in here. I think there's maybe 3 left in there. Maybe 3 left. One of which is the classic Home Alone. Now, Home Alone. We watched Home Alone 4, like I said, and that went in F tier. Now, Home Alone this just shows you the difference in the Home Alone films, because I believe Home Alone deserves to go up there in S tier. For me, Home Alone and Elf are the two greatest Christmas films that have ever been made, so that has to go up in S tier. But it just shows how much the quality fell off. Like, the original Home Alone's up there in S tier, but then you've got Home Alone 4 is right down the bottom in F tier. It's obvious that they just made it as a cash grab, and that's what's so sad about it. Talking of the Home Alone franchise, we have Home Alone 2. Now, Home Alone 2 is played by Kevin is played by the same actor that played him in the first Home Alone film, so that gets it extra points. And I think this is a classic. This was the last Home Alone film before they fell off. So I don't think it's an S or an A, but I'm not going to rate it so harshly as a C. So that's why I am putting it in B tier. For me, Home Alone 2 is a B tier film. I think it is good, right? It's good enough to be up there, but not as good to be in the top 2. Now, this should be our last one. And the last one is a Halloween movie. Well, depends on who you ask. Just check that it's the last one. Yes? So that's everything out of there. Now, depending on who you ask, The Nightmare Before Christmas could be classed as a Halloween movie, or it could be classed as a Christmas movie. Now, because it has Christmas in the title, I'm going to class it as a Christmas movie. But more importantly, what I am classing it as is a C tier. And I know how many people love this film, so I know how many people are going to be coming after me with pitchforks and torches in the comments, saying Nightmare Before Christmas deserves an S or an A. But for me, I don't think it's that good. That's why it's going in C. And that is our final Christmas tier list ranking. So, just to recap then, down the bottom we have Home Alone 4 and Deck the Halls. Up in E tier we have Santa Claus the Movie. D tier we have Jack Frost. C tier we have It's a Wonderful Life and The Nightmare Before Christmas. B tier we have Guardians of the Galaxy The Holiday Special, the Jim Carrey's Grinch and Home Alone 2. Up in A tier we have The Muppets Christmas Carol and The Christmas Chronicles. And then up there all the way in S tier we have Elf and Home Alone. So that was my Christmas film tier list. Let me know down in the comment section down below. Do you agree with my ranking? Probably not. If you did enjoy this video, then please do leave it a like and subscribe if you like this sort of content. As well, if you like travel, if you like vlogs, if you like holiday videos, all that kind of stuff, please subscribe to this channel, because we have a lot more of that coming in the new year. That's usually what we're doing around here. But without further ado, that is all we have time for in today's video, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.